I don't trust him. And what Tyler Perry did that makes it hard at first to decide who to trust. In the scene, I'm watching Duplicity. I'm mad I missed it. It was Duplicity and G20. I remember when they were promoting these movies. I totally forgot about them. So Duplicity, you have the young lady who her husband is killed in the driveway of a house he does not live in. Comes out later, he was supposedly having an affair, and that was the owner of the house. Which now I'm wondering if that's the owner of the house, if she was the one who made the call, because the older lady who made the call to the police, she assumed it was her neighbor behind her who made the call, and we found out the neighbor did not make the call. Now, what Tyler did brilliantly when I was first watching this movie, I noticed how, okay, the shots ring out, the guy goes down, and then I noticed I didn't see who shot. So I went back, and when they hit him in the chest with the bullets, you don't see who shot. You see them both holding the gun. You don't see where the shots come from. But what I didn't notice is when the white cop was trying to save the guy who was shot, the black cop said, back up off him, nothing's going to help. And then it comes out later, the older lady who was a neighbor who phoned in, which made me wonder, the person who called her to say call the cops, why didn't you call the cops if you saw something suspicious? Why you had the old lady call? That was warning sign for me number one. Okay. So when the white lady, when the lady whose husband was killed, she has a female best friend who she was also good friends with the guy who she was married to that got killed by the cops. So you have the lawyer who goes to the house and was like, I'm a friend. I'm just trying to get more information. And the old lady says the guy laid there for a minute struggling to breathe, as in they had a chance to save him. Even the white cop at one point said, call 911, call 911. Black cop didn't do anything. Same guy just showed you. So I don't know how he's tied into all this. And I'm wondering, hold on one second. A part of me doesn't want to believe his fine behind has something to do with this, but I feel like the fact that they know each other, and he knew that the guy who got killed was cheating on his wife. Because kind of find out the woman he was cheating with, she was married, and her husband was investigating her. And the best friend of the widow now, a widower. No, would it be widow? Widow. She is upset. That's the lawyer who's trying to find out what's happening. She's upset because you're my man, and you knew her man, her husband was cheating on her, and you didn't tell me. Like, what's up with that? So it's making him look suspicious. But directors and movie producers and writers have a good way of making one person look ridiculous, and they're not, look guilty, and they're not as guilty as we think they are. But I hope that he has nothing to do with this foolery that's about to go down, but I have a feeling he does. But definitely the other guy I showed you at the beginning of the video has something to do with this, and and I might be wrong, because there's been plenty of times I thought somebody was the bad guy and kind of find out they were totally innocent in the whole situation. But the fact that what gave it away just now, and I lie, what gave it away that he's definitely feeling some type of way is how he told them he was at the gravesite. He was at the gravesite because he feels bad for what happened. So I'm not sympathizing with the cop. I've always felt some type of way. How it was being painted, it was a white cop who killed another black guy. When I have a feeling it was the black cop. I think it was a setup from the beginning. I think my wheels are turning while I'm thinking, because I'm thinking about the white cop came on the force. They were talking about and complaining about high crime in certain areas. But this lieutenant or chief or whoever he is, he was assigned to a very low crime area. Even the white cop called him out on that. You were talking about all these places that have high crime, but why are we in the places that barely have anything happening? And then all of a sudden they get this call with this burglary, and this guy gets killed. Yo, Tyler. Y'all be knocking Tyler, but come on now. Yeah.